Good morning. I'll call us to order today. I should probably introduce myself since I'm new to the committee here, but I'm Chris Shork. I'm with the Personnel Department. I'm the new Benefits Manager. Pleasure meeting everybody. I will point out we do have UHC representation in the House if we have any questions for them and they get away from me here and I can't answer it. We've got some backup there. First thing would be to approve the minutes from last time. If everyone's had an opportunity to take a look. All right. Approved. All right, and then moving on to agenda item 4A, we were looking at the Group Indemnity Health Plan. And this is highlighting last year's report, so we're able to see 2017 versus 2016 and 2015. I'll just highlight a couple of things that I find interesting, and then we'll address any questions that you might have. The first being, in 2017, it looks like we shed quite a few active members on our indemnity plan, dropping about 100 or so. Yet our overall costs, at least for medical, it has grown significantly from $9.6 million to $12.6 million, which is somewhat unexpected. I think we were hoping for more of about a 7.3% increase relative to 2016, so had a pretty rough year for 2017 despite the lower member count. I'm also highlight out to you there, as may have been pointed out in some notes when you received your packet, but we're missing a little bit of data from Express Scripts. As you recall, we switched pharmacy benefit providers starting in 2018 from Express Scripts to Prime Therapeutics, and so Express Scripts hasn't gotten us all the reporting from prior year just yet. You can imagine they don't have as much pep in their step to get us that information, being that they're no longer our vendor. Plus, to their credit, they're probably holding back a little bit. I'm just waiting for any final claims that are going through the process. So anyways, there's some holes that you can see on your pharmacy information there under Express Scripts. We expect to get that information, and then we'll bring it back next meeting just so we can compare apples to apples. But overall, I don't think it's affecting our numbers significantly enough to change my perspective on the report. Any questions on the Group Indemnity Health Plan piece? Okay. We'll move on to our HMO. We have a little bit different year set here because we're a little bit ahead of the game in terms of our HMO. So we're actually looking at 2018 for the first month, 2017 and 2016. Nothing too unexpected here. I believe we were expecting approximately a 10% renewal increase on that. I'll let UHC correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't see anything too far off on this. And it seems to make sense to me at this point.
On the enrollment, was that in line with kind of what was expected? Like, I see that on the retired, it looks like we had more that moved into the HMO. And was that just new members coming, new retirees, or was it people actually switching between plans?
I don't know, Craig. I'll have to take a look at that to see if we're getting some migration there.
Yeah.
What I do find interesting is that the HMO enrollment has been relatively flat as compared to our indemnity plan where we were shedding those numbers earlier. So we'll look into that a little bit more.
Okay.
I got a question that's a little off of that in the sense of, is there any way to get numbers of how much we're saving by using the clinic down across the street?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the question was, is there a way to get an estimate of what the clinic is saving us versus running those costs through our health insurance plans? All I can tell you on that is that we're definitely looking at it. We've had them for about 2 years now, and we've started talking to Carey TC. They are putting together a presentation for council that I would expect we would receive similar information on, basically utilization, what type of drugs they're prescribing, so on and so forth. And so we're hoping that they put together an estimate for us to see what kind of savings we're looking at. So all that to say, yes, but not yet.
Because, just talking to them, I use it.
Absolutely.
It's a very nice, good benefit to have. And unfortunately, to get them to expand their types of drugs and stuff that
Yeah, I totally agree.
I know it's voluntary to go down there and all of that, but it would be more enticing for more people to know if more drugs were available.
Yeah, I will agree with that. One of the other things we've looked at is trying to capture what we're prescribing out through the plans that is offered at the clinic, because I think we still have a significant amount of people that, it's convenient to go to your doctor and they... Absolutely. Well, and I think also if we can show folks that, hey, look, you could have got the same medication that you're already getting prescribed right here at the clinic and make that more of a personal message to folks, I think we can get some more buy-in there.
Well, I would add, too, that regardless of whether they change the drugs that they have there, because they're not going to carry the full, the full list of all drugs that are available, but regardless of that, if you just walk in the door, you don't pay a copay. You've saved money by walking in the door. On a personal level, for an employee, the advantage there. Now, for the city, what we've got to see is if that cost will begin to move into savings that we have on the health plan, to your original question. But yeah, just walking in the door, whether they change the lineup of drugs or not, if we're trying to encourage other people, other employees to participate, just walking in the door, you don't have your copay or you don't have any deductible that you're working from.
No, it's not run through the insurance. It's paid basically by contract with Cary TC.
So they don't have, like, let's say, comments or...
Right. Right.
Right.
But the limitations on different types of blood pressure medicines. So, and my point is that when I talk to them, is that when you have, and I'm going to use fictitious numbers here because I don't know the number of people using the clinic right now. But let's just say 200 people were using it and only 2 of them were going to take this drug, then there's no reason to carry it down there. But if a larger percentage of them were to be prescribed that drug, it might be looked into and be an advantage to hold that one into.
Sure.
So the clinic cannot write a script to be filled outside of the
Yes,
clinic?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, is so you go in and you don't pay deductible, or you don't have copay already. If the drug is there, you don't pay anything, a copay on that as well. Or if it's not there, you can still get your script just like you do normally. So so from an employee standpoint, there's all the motivation to be there.
I save approximately $60 a month using that.
Yeah.
So I even went to our union meeting and explained that in there and let people know. All it is a blood test. Different laws got them to not really submit information to do stuff into, and I'm telling you how much I save a month. Versus buying my own prescriptions out of, whether it be Walgreens or Walmart or wherever it is.
Well, we appreciate the advertising. All right, we got off topic just a little bit, but that's good. No, that's good. It was a good question. So we were looking at the HMO. I didn't have any issues with the report. No questions? Okay. Same story on our dental insurance, about what we would expect to see. Not a lot of movement there in our Blue Cross Blue Shield program. And then I believe the final exhibit is from our Dearborn National Life Insurance. And this is going to, be our basic life insurance that we offer, as well as our supplemental voluntary. And really what we're looking at here is more utilization than anything. I don't know that it's showing us really too much more information than that, but it falls in line with what we've seen prior, just as far as utilization goes. A little bit of dip in some of the programs, but I think overall the product is being utilized in a fair amount by the employees. So nothing else that I would point out there. I should highlight that so our life insurance is one of 3 products that we're coming up on for an RFP. So we will do a request for proposal later this year. And so that will include, like I said, our life insurance. We'll also be looking at our gym membership programs that we offer through the city. And then finally, I'm having an early morning brain meltdown here. Third one is our employee assistance program. So just anything, it's just kind of timely. If you have thoughts on that, or if you have any additional information you'd like to see, I'd be happy to put that together for us as we kind of move towards that process. The EAP and the gym and all that will be all effective Jan 1 of next year. So we have some time to kind of look into it a little bit. If there's any information that we want to get presented or anything like that, please let me know. All right, and before we get to a very quick adjournment, is there any citizens to be heard or any additional conversation from you gentlemen? All right, easy one. I appreciate you guys taking it easy on me for my first meeting here. I'll just mention that I did review the prior meetings, and I saw that, where Gina had suggested that we get some additional presentations, training, and all that from some of our vendors. I think that's a great idea. We'll look at that and see if we can't get something on the schedule for next time. Once again, we've got the RFPs coming up, so please let me know if you want some further information on that. And with that, I'll adjourn us. Thank you all so much.